Hey y'all, Oracle Scarlet Dragonstar here. I wanted to do a reading for us today. I asked, what is something that we need to work on? The collective, my tribe, the ones that watch my videos, that tune in, what do we need to work on as a collective and face? So let's get into this. I pulled out the Lilith card, equality. We have equality. I don't know if you know the Lilith story. It's actually taken out of the Bible. It's in older Bibles, so the Jewish religion. Lilith was actually made the same time Adam was made, so they were both made equally the same from the gods. And what happened was, you know, they're supposed to be true love mates, soul mates, everything like that. You know, the best partner. But Adam wanted Lilith to be subservient to him, to be like underneath him, to, you know, do what he wants. And Lilith wasn't doing that. She's like, I don't know why you're treating me differently, as like, we don't both have a spirit and in bodies here together. Just because you're stronger doesn't mean that it's like, oh, I gotta do what you say, because all of a sudden that makes you smarter than me. You know? So, yeah, Adam felt that he wanted her to be subservient and she wouldn't, so I think it was even talked about, it was sex. So, I'm getting this correct. I think it was something towards, like, she wanted to be on top and he didn't want her to be on top. And so, I think she left him. Well, not think. She left him for a archangel or angel. I can't remember which one it was. But she left him for an angel. And then the group that Adam was with, you know, or people who wrote, you know, this story, named Lilith a demon, you know, and her having demon spawn with the angel, or, you know, whatever they want to call it. But, okay, and then they made Eve to be subservient, you know, taken from his rib, so a lesser than him in that sense, because Eve is taken from his rib and created. It just reminds me of cloning, but I mean, and it's like, oh, but she would be subservient, and that's what, you know, like, we both have the God essence in us. Not one is better than the other, or need to be more respected than the other. Both need to be respected. Both are greatness. So I feel like what this is telling me is pulling out that we have wounds, which I know we do. We have wounds when it comes to the male and female, and pride of equality and just being respectful, you know, to each other, and not like putting up with someone who just is not going to show you the same respect as you're showing them. If they if they got to make it seem like you're beneath, then I mean, it's just not something you should stand for, period. So I got all into that, but let me read a little bit of what it's saying about Lilith. Alright, don't ever put yourself down or feel inferior to anyone. Walk your own path, hold onto your beliefs, and don't be swayed by another's. You are as good as anyone else. Snake symbols confirm your transformation. Stand your ground for equal pay and treatment. Respect is key. So underneath that, I pulled the Angels Among Us card to what could help us at this time. We have the Archangel Azrael. I'm not sure if I'm saying his name right. Death and Rebirth. You are journeying from one chapter into another. Let go of the old and prepare to step in the new. One door is closing, another is opening. Step through. Alright. Okay, now we have Arnemeta. I'm not sure if I'm saying her name right. We're also still asking things that we need to work on. We have integrity. So, standing in our truth. You know, if you know it feels right, then that's right. But if something don't feel right, then it's not right, and you shouldn't keep going that way. You know, tapping into your instincts and what's correct to do. It says, replace your critical thoughts with positive statements. Don't just accept the first offer. Use your integrity when making decisions. Speak in a loving and supporting way to yourself. You are your own worst critic. See beauty in everything around you. Spend time by a stream or a river. So yes, and don't beat yourself up, because that's not going to have you stand in integrity, in truth. In truth, we should have unconditional love towards ourselves and compassion towards ourselves. And I put what could help us in this energy. We got Horus, which is clear seeing, intuition, perspective, and that's like right on the dot. And we got Thoth, one of my favorites, writing, wisdom time, Akashic records. So let's see what they're saying real quick. Anytime you want to be in integrity and using your intuition, look at things from a new and higher perspective. So, and you know, when you look at a higher perspective, it's pretty much tapping into your higher self, you are going to go the truth way. The truth, what is the truth? And taking the truth. Okay, then we have Thoth. You have the power to write your own future. Do so with wisdom. So, okay, I see what it's saying. So, also with integrity and the words, you got to be careful what comes out of your mouth. The words that you are saying about yourself, about your life, what you're doing. If it sounds negative, then that's how you're making your reality negative. And I mean, maybe it is, and you need to change things. But look for the positives as well, and do change the things that you need to change that is bringing you down, that you need to accept truth about, so you can correct those things and be on the right path. Anytime we stand in truth, we're on the right path. When we're not standing in truth, that's when we're going off path. We're standing in pride, ego, or something else. But it's not standing in truth. Then we have facing us health. So make sure you are taking care of yourself. Purity of heart, conception, faith. Make sure you watch how you're feeling, what you need to do to take care of yourself, your water, your food intake, what you're putting in your body. And these are the things we need to work on at this time.